Hello everybody, I'm Rob Anderson. I'm making this video for you in response to numerous inquiries I get via email from all of my different, call them traffic sources I have online. I've got other videos on YouTube and places on Facebook and reports that constantly cause people to say, this is great, Rob, I watched your video and I want to know more. This is the know more video, and it'll hopefully explain things in more detail to you. It's all about, if you want to earn a living, if I've put it this way, be stinking rich online. If you want to earn an extra income, a part-time income, if they want to make money, any form of money online, that's what I can teach you. Now, I'll also help you choose it as a subject, that's something that you enjoy doing. In other words, here you will finally have that dream lifestyle where you're doing something every single day that you can that will make you money. Make you money and at the same time make you happy. Okay. By the way, it's what I'm doing myself right now. I love teaching. I love the graphics. I love marketing, and the combination of what I do with people's training and marketing online and building websites or mentoring them, to me it's just an absolutely blissful way of earning a living. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm living the very lifestyle that I'm going to show you can get. Now, just to quickly run through this, you would have come from, I must confess I'm being naughty, I've put a dozen different traffic sources all through into this page. So some people are here from a show on how to do crafting online. Others of you would have come from Business Ideas 2013 or the top business ideas of 2014. Some of you will find how to build a website. So all of these different sources, I apologize if it's confusing you a little because I've put you all through this filter, this single page. But ultimately, it's very important to realize that you all are going to get the same sort of methods of training. Okay, so if I confuse you with some of the things, I apologize, but I think it all makes sense. Now, this video and the page, this video is going to be on a page that's called a squeeze page or a sales page or an opt-in page. There's a variety of words for it. Is actually there just to explain to you what you're looking for and make it a bit clearer. I'm not really trying to sell you anything. I'm going to show you things. I'm going to explain things. I'm going to teach you a little bit, and I'm going to give you freebies. If you do need to buy anything, you've got to go from there and look for me to find it, to make that happen. There's not going to be a huge buy now before it's sold button. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to show you how, whether you're a crafter or whatever it is, how to apply a business model online that's going to literally replace your income, and you can turn it into a massive 50, 100 staff business, or carry on working from your laptop in a caravan, in an RV, anywhere in the world, from coffee shops. As I said already, I'm going to offer you a few gifts, and I will in some cases show you a fair amount of what to do, but most of that will be in the freebies. Now, as I said earlier, you would be here on hobby, keyword things, craft, business, or blogging things. Here's the thing, they're really all the same. So if you're coming to make money online, you will get taught how to make money online from me on how to make hobby business work. That product, whether it's your service or your physical product, or whether it's the videos you're making teaching people to do the hobby, or whether it's a club you've created where people pay to belong, like a magazine, to your club, it would apply the same to businesses or blogging or crafting or medical things. How to get rid of acne. The acne would probably fall under blogging or business, and you would be literally teaching people how. And again, the teaching them how, or the report that you'd be selling, is your product, and there'd be things that you do to build it. And let me show you what I'm talking about. This is how business online works. You would choose that subject. It's a niche. It can be a hobby. It could be a literally an anything. In fact, give me a second. I'm going to pause this and drag an image in over this 1 second. There we go. I went to open this. It's an image I took earlier. This was just from a website that showed a list of hobbies, or was it? I think it was under the word hobbies. So it can be radio-controlled boats, skiing, spelunking, yeah, right, traveling, camping, darts, tasting food. Tasting food, believe it or not, it's a hobby. I can show you how to make money as a food taster, as a reviewer of foods. It can be through restaurants, it can be, so every one of these literally is a business. So let's keep with the tasting food one. You could start up a blog that reviews restaurants locally, and for that they would then pay you to promote them and bring them customers, a bit sort of along the lines of an affiliate program. Or you could sell recipes and food books. You know, as you do the food tasting on your blog or your product, and you drive traffic through keywords related to food, and you literally sell the recipe books. You could, for example, do tasting food to say whether it's good to have things without, you know, the things that you can't have in your foods. So if people are allergic to nuts, you would create an entire section on how good that food tastes. If it doesn't have any nuts in, can you still repeat that nut taste, that kind of thing. So almost all of these would then have the potential to become a perfectly healthy business for you. Whether you're promoting camping, whether you're promoting the campsites or camp tips or a book you wrote, or physical camping products, you could just as easily promote, create a massive blog that reviews and promotes through Amazon, where you're doing a commission, camping related products, the camp chairs, the tents, the sleeping bags, the whatever it all is, the camping gear. You could even have your own business manufacturing camping gear, and you could become an affiliate, not an affiliate site, you could literally sell it through Amazon, etc. All of it, huge business opportunities. Okay, so that was just to give you an idea that when I say here, choose a niche and even a sub-niche, your business or whatever it is that you do online is so much less important as to, a lot of people get all hung up on it. And in truth, what you've really got to do is pick something you love, you enjoy doing and talking about. Preferably pick 3 or 4 options, and then do the research through keyword research and niche research, of which I'll probably be offering you a free report somewhere down the line on how to do that. And use that to see if it has, which one has the most potential to make money from. And then that's it. Your decision's made. There's no huge headaches from it. You go and you get a domain, you choose it on again within a few methods, but you register it, you get hosting, you go and you build a business, your blog, you build your website, call it what you like. But the process is all the same. When I say niche or sub-niche, by the way, that would be how to lose weight is a huge, massive niche and so competitive because you can make a lot of money in there. But so what you would then do is choose a sub-niche under there. So how to lose weight if you're over 50. You could create a massive over 50 advice site for, and where the over 50s pay you to become a member of your magazine. So, you know, after a while, you've got 1,000 or 2,000 members that are paying you every month 50 rands or $5. Is that right? $5 a month to belong to your club. And then they obviously, once they're in the club, they don't have to pay for the new products you produce, that sort of thing. So lots and lots of options. If I click, there's this video online. I'm going to put it on the page that this video will be on my website, and it's What If Money Was No Object, and it's meant to be a career choice for school kids, but it works the same. So please, if you watch that video, and think of it along the lines of, what if I could choose my business and if money was no object? And I'm saying to you that pretty much 90% of the time, every single product is monetizable in some way or other. There will be somebody that wants to do what you are very good at, and you're good at it because you love doing it. Okay, so this again comes to how you will monetize your business. Obviously, it would depend on what you've chosen. So let's say your niche is you want to do something in gardening, and you're happy to do a physical consultation. So you will consult people on it doesn't matter, you know, how to do vegetable greenhouse consultant. So everybody that buys a greenhouse, you will come along and you will, for X amount of monies, you will give them a couple of hours of training, whatever it all is. Now there you would do local marketing. So everyone would be slightly different, okay? But whether you teach it, whether you make videos, whether you have your own reports, whether you start your own affiliate program or you belong to an affiliate program, whether you do sell, again, your gardening thing, you can talk about gardening, which you love, and simply just sell Amazon products again. You know, say this is the best spade for this product. When you're going to plant asparagus, it needs to be exactly this deep. And I found that on blah, 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 and you talk about it, you promote it, and you will make money. To make sure that people are looking for your product, well, that would be a step you would have done in your research in the beginning, but at the same time, you'd need to just keep double checking that you're okay with that. Also, if you're in a, let's go with a suspect niche. I don't want to call some of them suspect, but what I mean is some of them, I'll get back to that. The suspect niches would be something where it's not really desperate. So somebody who wants to learn charcoal drawing is not nearly as likely to buy somebody who is suffering from extreme hemorrhoids. They will buy and pay for a product today to make the pain go away. Whereas a person who's thinking of charcoal drawing, well, it's just a whim. And you know what? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But ultimately then, if you do that, maybe you should have a few streams of income so that if one dies down for a month or two, you're not, left with no income. I normally, if I'm mentoring you, I would explain that to you in much more detail. Okay, once you've chosen what you're going to sell and how you're going to make money with it, after that it's very simple. You build your website, you set up, look, every single system would have different. I just mentioned a little bit earlier where you do local marketing. Local marketing involves a hugely different, well, not hugely different, but a fairly large changes to what you would do if you were international. Or even countrywide. Other things would be if you were, for example, promoting things through social media. Some things work very well, and others just, it's like trying to encourage people to, I don't know, hit their heads on a wall. They're not going to go for it. So you've got to look at what your monetization in your niche and where the traffic is given, where it's already there. And then move your machine, this that I'm talking about, building your machine, you move your machine in front of that traffic. That's the beauty of online. The traffic exists. You've just got to know where they are, where they're hanging out. Are they on forums? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Twitter? Are they guys that are still old school on older websites or more business sites like LinkedIn? Maybe they just simply, you can just buy traffic from them. Or they're hanging around on the social sites, the porn sites. They're all somewhere. Ultimately, though, the basics are very, very simple. You have a website that's keyword related, you add content, and your traffic comes. That's kind of given. Let me show you here. When I say run the machine, so your backlinking, your social activity, and all of those things that you do once your website is built, it's pretty much the basics of it. So let's say you wanted to sell something like a book on how to build hammocks. You've got a variety of hammock styles, let's say 10, and you have therefore 10 books, and each one of them is $5, and it's a complete DIY on how to build hammocks. So you would drive traffic through all of the hammock keywords, like how much are hammocks, I need a hammock, cheap hammocks, or how to build a hammock. There must be millions of keywords like that. I haven't looked at those for 5 years. But what you would do is then you would start to do variations of it, and you'd promote them all at $5 each, and you'd build those, and those reports would each run off their own page, and you would build an email list. So there'd be a variety of ways of doing that, but once you've got those books, you can put them onto different places like ClickBank, where other people can sell them for you, and they get a commission from that. But really speaking is, once you know you're going to do hammocks, and this was my point, is that you've really just got a website that says DIYHammockbooks.com or whatever it is, and on it you add the content and you add your products with click-through links where they can buy it. And it's kind of that simple, but you would need backlinks and you would need some activity. You can buy traffic. There's different ways of doing it, but they're all basically the same at that point. Okay, I offered freebies. They're going to differ all the time. In fact, when I went to just grab any kind of picture, the one on the right-hand side, You're Maintaining Your Website, is one of my very latest books, and it's very, very up-to-date. Essentially, it covers everything to do with running a website. Because one of my products that I offer is content management, where I will look after and maintain a website for somebody for a couple of $100 a month. So what I'm trying to say is this one, the second one, Craft Websites and Craft Markets. I haven't seen that book for 4 years, so I don't even know if I have it, so it might not be one of the freebies. But these are the sort of books that I've got as freebies, or I've had it free as freebies. Sometimes they're $5 or $10 each, sometimes they're free again. But there'll be a link somewhere after this or on the page where you can click and go and have a look at the freebies that I've got that are current. And they will teach you a lot. They are always premium quality and no trouble with any of that. Okay, here's what I can do for you. I am a one-man business. So while I do have 5 years of full-time online marketing experience and extremely experienced in many things, and I buy a lot of courses just to stay up to date with what's happening, I normally don't run more than between 3 and 6 clients at a time. So whether there's positions open or not is understandably important. However, if they aren't, what I would do is then point you, we can have a meeting, or Skype meeting or something, and I'd at least be able to point you in the right direction or send you to the right courses that could do what I perhaps would have done for you, or put you on a list for when I do have an opening available. So the mentoring would be very much more of a hands-on basis, where we speak every other day, or sometimes once or twice a week, as you working and progressing on a course that you would have bought or I would have referred you to. You would then be contacting me and saying, okay, Rob, great, I've done all of that, but I didn't understand tags, whatever it is, and we'd discuss it, and I'd help you through that, and I'd show you where you're going right or wrong and help you through some of those problems. It's sort of the same as a step-by-step training, but not really. Step-by-step training, I do very little of these days, because very often the training in that form is done in one shot, where you walk away and are confused anyway, and I found that a little frustrating, that everybody gets back to me and says, actually, you lost me in the second hour. Okay, I also obviously build websites, in some cases even for free. If you took my recommended hosting, I'd put up a very basic website for you for free, because you'd have given me a referral commission for the hosting. But I do a variety of prices, from in dollar terms, from anywhere from $200 up to $200 up to $2,000. No, to $10,000. There we go. Sorry, I work in rands. So 2,000 rands to 100,000 rands. So I think that's $200 to 10,000. Those are the kind of range I work in. So understand that you'd have to negotiate and see what your needs really are. But that'll be it. This is my email down below, so you'd have to pause it and write it out, or look for a link further down, somewhere in the sales page or on this page I'm talking about. There will be something where you can find me, and we can talk again. Now, as I said, so where you go from here is get the freebies and let it help you understand where you're at, okay? Or you can go and follow links that I'll put below this on the page, more than likely to where you go straight to some courses I do have available. And I'll just explain to you how that works. So, for example, I've got a hobby blogging course that tells you how to buy hosting and how to start blogging on your hobbies, and eventually your hobby will make money. So what you do is get that course. It's fairly cheap, less than $10, I think. It might be 17, I've forgotten. But along the way, you do the work, and then if you get stuck, you're welcome to contact me and say, hey, Rob, I bought your hobby blogging course, but on page 45, you reckon that I should do this, and I don't understand that. How do I fix that? And we'll go through it. Okay, I've already used up 20 minutes of your life. Apologize for that, but it's the only way. If you want to start a business and you're serious about it, you're going to have to do the hours, etc. One last thing before I go. Whilst building a business online is easy when you know how, and very, very simple, in fact, I get that it can be a little overwhelming with information and things, so bear that in mind. All I want to tell you is that if you do follow it through, the pain of learning goes away after 2 or 3 months at the most. Depends how much time you're putting into it. And after 2 or 3 months, you will literally have a business that is already earning you some form of income if you've been doing enough hours. And from then, it's just a matter of growing it until you've got a full-time income. In some cases, if you really throw yourself at it full time, you can get a full-time income out of it within 2 to 3 months. And then you just grow it from there. Right, I appreciate it. Thank you for your time. If you need anything at all, email me. Thanks. Bye.